welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for another YouTube video. Today is such an exciting one. Today I'm essentially sharing with you guys my tanning routine. This is something that I promised I would do a couple videos back, and I had a few of you comment and be like, please do a tanning routine, please do an updated tanning routine, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this one today. And I will be using a new product actually. So if you're not already subscribed, go down there, hit subscribe, turn the bell on if you want to be notified, and check me out on Insta. I'm going to drop my Instagram name here, as well as leaving all of the relevant information in the description box below. But that is enough talking. Let's hop straight on into this. Let me tell you a little bit about the tan that I'm going to be using and give you some of my tips and tricks. Okay guys, so if you want to know how I achieved this tan, I used a new product. I used the Bondi Sands Aero Tan in light to medium. I will have all of my tips and tricks coming up, as well as showing you guys how I apply it, what I do afterwards, what I think of it, literally in 5. But today I am working with Bondi on today's video. You guys know how much I love their tan. I have actually used it in 2 previous tanning routine videos, so I'm going to drop a link to both of those below. But we teamed up for today's video and I'm really excited to bring you guys this one. I had tried this a handful of times and I was excited to collaborate with them and show you guys how I use it. This is in the light to medium. It's really good for those of you that are like new tanners or want to try out tanning for the first time, or I think it's a really good shade if you are tanning in the winter time and you want to look like you've got like a natural kind of glow and sun-kissed sort of look to your skin. Highly recommend. I love it so much. It takes a really long time to like make a dent in these bottles as well, which I really appreciate because I am a tanning girl. Yeah, essentially I'm going to share with you guys what I do, how I do my tan, what products I use, what other things I recommend to use before and after tanning, and yeah, I'm very excited to get into it. That's enough of me rambling on about nothing, and let's just hop straight on in to today's video. Hi guys, so you are now joining me from my humble abode, from my bathroom. As you guys saw from the beginning of today's video, you saw what we're doing. We're doing a fake tan routine. I had a good old ramble and a chat with you before, and now I'm here to show you the before, and then hopefully we're gonna get bronzed up and I'll show you guys the after. So I am really excited. I need a tan, like, you know, when you've been like longing out doing your tan, and I wanted to do this video because I wanted it to be really informative. I get so many questions about my tan. I do have 2 previous videos on my tan, which I will link below, but guys, I was young and they are not the best videos, but luckily enough, I still go on about Bondi. I still use Bondi. I've been using it forever. You guys know how much I love this tan. Super excited to be sharing a little new product with you guys today. So before we get into the tan, I'm just going to talk to you through my routine, what I recommend to do before you start your tan. So kind of like your tan prep, if you will. 24 hours before you tan, you want to exfoliate and you want to shave. You don't want to do this too close to when you're going to apply your fake tan, because all of your pores will be open and you'll get all those like little speckles on you. So I recommend doing this 24 hours before you're planning on fake tanning. If Thursday is your fake tan night, then do this on the Wednesday night, whatever you want. I literally just use like a regular scrub. This is a new one that I'm really excited to get into, but yeah, really recommend a little exfoliant, and if you want to shave, do that 24 hours before tanning time. So once all your skin is prepped, you've exfoliated, you've shaved those legs, if that's something that you want to do, each to their own. Now is for the fun bit. We're going to get into the tan. So today I am using a new product that I haven't spoken about on my channel. I've spoken about probably every single Bondi product apart from this. This is the Bondi Sands Aero Tan. I'm going to show you guys how it comes out. It's the coolest thing ever. Mine is in the shade light to medium. Now I'm going to build this up a little bit, but if you do want a deeper, darker tan, you can go for the dark. This I think is really good if you want a really nice tan in the winter. I always find you want to look bronzed, but you don't want to look like silly, you know what I mean, like really, really bronzed as if it's not real. And I think with the light to medium, it looks super natural and real and glowy. It's also fab if you are a first time tanner. So if this is something new that you're just getting into, I would recommend starting out with the light to medium, seeing how you get on, and then you can always go and try the dark at a later stage. With the Aero Tan, you do need to leave it to develop. I always tan at night, so right now it's nighttime, that's when I'm tanning, it's just kind of what I do. However, if you want to tan in the day, you totally can with this tan, because it is coconut scented, and honestly, it has the most amazing coconut scent. You can do this in the day and literally wear it all day long, and you're not going to have that horrible kind of like fake tan smell. So this is what we're going to be using today. Again, I'm just going in with my Bondi mitt. This is like the little velour one. Give this a good old shake. And then we're gonna literally, I love that. That is so cool. So yeah, you can literally decide how much you want to go with. You can always add more, remember. So I'm going to start by just doing my arms. I literally just coat my arms in the tan. Honestly guys, the smell of this tan is nice. It's so lovely. Like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the smell. Just gonna rub it into the skin. You can do it in sections if that's something you feel more comfortable doing, if you've never tanned before, but I just go and do my whole arm, and then I sort of take it into the insides. I don't really apply too much to this part, because if you notice where you naturally tan, you don't tan as much on the inner part of your arm as you do the other side. So to make it look a bit more natural, I focus a lot of the tanning on the outside of my arm. Okay guys, so I'm literally just gonna go ahead and do my whole body with this tan. I will pop back at the end to share with you a few tips and tricks for awkward areas. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up and just pop on my tan. So we have finished tanning all of the main areas, if you will. As you guys can see, I definitely went in and just sort of darkened up my chest area. When I wash off tan, it seems to fade super quickly from this area, so I did just sort of like layer up a little bit here. But that's obviously personal preference, and I feel like when you tan a little bit more, you'll get to know kind of things about yourself that you want to change up with your tanning routine. So I also did cheat and I got my mum to do my back for me. That's very rare. Unless I'm wearing something that shows off my back, I typically leave it. Or I do kind of awkwardly reach back there, and a lot of the time I can do it myself. But I had a little helper today, so she did my back for me. I just want to go through a few awkward areas. One of the things I wanted to talk about is hands. Now I think hands is a really difficult one, because it's not an area where if the tan goes wrong you can hide it. You can't hide that. So I want to show you my kind of tanning routine for my hands. Essentially, I take the tan and I take the tiniest amount, like that, and then I sort of do this with it. So I almost blend it back into the mitt, and then I literally take my hand, as you guys can see, and I sort of like dust it over. And everyone does this differently. Everyone's got their own little technique for how they like to tan their hands, but this is something that works quite well for me when there's just not too much product on the mitt, and you just sort of dust it over. And look, it's still gonna grab in those kind of knuckle areas, so you do just want to be careful. You can't always do this little technique I see people doing, but yeah, I just sort of pat it over, rub it in down the wrist and stuff so it all blends. A similar thing goes for my feet. I do the same kind of thing where I sort of pat it on. But I wanted to share with you quickly a little bit about my face and my skin. So you can leave this, you can literally just tan up to the neckline. That is what a lot of my friends do, it's what my sister does. But if you feel like you do want a little bit of a bronzy glow on the skin, I recommend mixing in the aero foam with your moisturizer. Now this works for me. I can't say it's gonna work for everyone, but it does work for me. So again, I'm gonna take quite a small amount of this. That's like way too much, but I'm gonna kind of like dissolve some of it into the mitt. Then I like to take a little bit of my moisturizer, essentially pop that on the mitt and sort of mix the two together. You can even pop a little bit of moisturizer on your skin just to keep it nice and hydrated. And then I literally just pat in a little bit of tan. So it's not gonna give you like a super dark tan, but it is gonna add a little bit of color to your skin. And I just find mixing it with the moisturizer dilutes it a little bit, which makes it better for your face. Hello everyone. So I thought I'd hop on here and just show you properly the after once you've showered. Obviously, once you apply the tan, you're gonna already instantly see some color to your skin, as you guys saw in the previous clips. But you wanna leave it for, I say like, I kind of leave my tan for about 8 hours. You can leave it longer or less, let it develop, and then I shower it off just so that like first kind of layer washes off. And also I find that it gives the tan a lot more of a seamless blend than when you haven't washed it off. So I always wash my tan. I know some people don't want to do that, they want to leave it on, but I like to wash mine off. So this is obviously where I have tanned. I hope you guys can kind of see the overall colour. I think it's a gorgeous, very natural, not too overdone, lovely bronzy kind of tan. It gives a little bit of glow to my skin, a little bit of colour to my skin. Obviously this was using the light to medium aero tan. If you want, you can go straight in with the dark. What I like about the light to medium is just basically that it's buildable. So you can put it on, you can layer it up. It's really good for first time tanners, or just for those of you that want to tan during this time of the year and you don't want your tan to be too extra, if you will, and look super fake. You want it to still kind of look natural. This is what the tan is sort of looking like on me. I really hope you guys can see, and this is a good kind of angle for you all, but I think it shows it off in a really nice way. It's a lovely colour, just adds a little bit of warmth. It's so good for this time of year when you want to give yourself a little bit of a spring in your step, if you will. For me, a tan is such a big part of my overall like self-care routine. It goes into everything that I do with my nails, my hair and everything. I know some of you guys can relate to that. So yeah, I'm super happy with the colour. I think it's gorgeous. Yes, I'm super happy with the tan. Lovely colour. I'm here for it. I really like it. I think it looks really nice and natural on my skin tone. Okay guys, so that was it for my tanning routine. As you guys can see, this is the finished colour that I've come out with. Don't want to obviously show you too much, but I wanted to put this on so that you could see a lot of my skin. I think it is a gorgeous colour. It's very buildable, so if you're my kind of skin tone, you do want quite a deep tan, I would just recommend building it up. And I love it. I've always loved Bondi tanners. You guys know that. I'm a massive Bondi Sands fan. Bondi babe. I wish. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of their tan. So I was really excited to work with them on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and seeing how I do my tan. Sort of like my prep for it and all of that good stuff. I'm obsessed with the colour. I've got my full glam on because I'm going out because I feel so good with my new tan. And I really think in the winter time this is something I love to do. It's also like really good for self-care for me. It makes me feel really good when I've got a little bit of a glow to my skin, and sort of more of an airbrushed look. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to hit subscribe, go down there and turn the little subscribe button. You can press the bell as well. Also, please check me out on Instagram. I will leave all of the relevant links and information in the description box, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.